Jailbreak is one of the biggest games on Roblox, and is often the #1 most played game on the website, unless some new game blows up or Meep City gets a cool update. But the real question I'm wondering is why? Why do so many people love Jailbreak, and how did it become a game with often over 20,000 unique people playing the game? Well, my name is Weaselpop, and today I'm on the quest to find out what made this game so popular. Let's review. But before we begin, if you like Roblox and all things Roblox, make sure you hit the like button and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every time we upload more reviews just like this one, and when we go live and do hangouts where you can join our game and be in videos with us. Ring that bell and you automatically become 10% cooler than you already were prior to hitting that button. So do it. First things first, you load in the game and you're prompted with the option to choose between being a police officer and being a prisoner. For the sake of this video, we're gonna just go ahead and start out as a prisoner. The game loads in and I don't know why there's a helicopter crashed in the yard right behind me, but the game reskins all prisoners to have some orange jumpsuit on. Orange really is the new black here, I guess. But it seems like being a prisoner is way more popular. And it also seems like they might limit how many police officers there are, so there's always more prisoners, which would make sense. Upon working out in the nice, awesome outdoor gym, it went really well here. I respawned deeper in the prison, which, by the way, why is this game called Jailbreak if it's a prison? I mean, jail is really just like a holding cell to hold people until their trial, and prison is more for like long-term punishment. So what's the deal here? This is definitely a prison. It's called Jailbreak though. Is Prison Break copyrighted because of that TV show? Not like Roblox ever cared about copyright or anything, but I guess we're getting besides the point. The game's called Jailbreak even though you break out of prison and not jail. And I don't think I've seen a jail in the game yet. Well, it looks like it's dinner time and my character is thrilled to have to eat these green chunks, I guess. I really don't know what these things are. I don't know how these are edible. I don't know why I'm the only person in the entire prison getting dinner. Is that because everyone's just breaking out and I'm the only one here? Am I the only one playing the game right? Well, I guess I can't live like this either, eating green chunks. And if the objective of the game is to break out of jail or prison, whatever it is, we're gonna go ahead and try to do that too. First things first, we waited for night. We ran outside past the gym and punched the giant box that says, "Please don't punch." After accidentally murdering someone and lifting up a gate, we finally made it out through the first section, and then we got caught, darn it. Well, I guess I'll have to stop and contemplate my actions for a little bit before we try it again. Okay, let's try it again. This time, we need to be extra sneaky. That way, no one's going to find us at all. Wait, did I just find the entry to the sewer? This is like Shawshank Redemption. All right, let's go. We're gonna crawl through the sewers and get out of here. So I decided to take a run through the sewers, and while I didn't know at all where I was going, it worked out pretty well because I found this ladder that literally got me out just a couple feet away from the prison. Now, we just have to find a way to ditch this prison garb. After driving around for a bit in a solid 720p 60 frames per second, I realized that I might have gotten lost. And I thought that this police station was my safe house. And then I realized it was a police station and not my safe house, and that the police station probably isn't the smartest place to go if you just broke out of prison, especially crawling through the sewers, because I probably don't smell that good considering I was crawling through the sewers. I don't know. There's something just a little bit suspicious of someone wearing all orange and they are covered in raw sewage. Just saying. So finally realizing that I was lost, I decided it would probably take some more driving around to actually find my base. Fortunately, I just conveniently had found this car and I was doing pretty good for myself. Finally, after a struggle, I made it to the base and I changed. And then I don't really know what happened. I disassembled. At least in Jailbreak, when you break out of prison and you die, you come back to life at the safe house, which is really nice. Okay, we have some guns to choose from. Lock and loaded. We got guns. Yeah, this is Roblox. And this point is kind of the turning point for all players. For some type of gamers, this is the beginning where you have the whole world to explore and all the options in the world to customize. And while there are a lot of options for customization, it definitely costs a lot of money to fully customize your character with all the gear that you want, which you earn by robbing banks and jewelry stores, which is kind of cool. But unless you have someone playing as a cop, it can be kind of hard to get the key card you need. Still, the game is a little bit repetitive even with that. For some players, they can play this game all day, all night, and never get bored, and that's pretty awesome for those type of players. I mean, the developers put a lot of work into making this game with so much replayability, and they're constantly adding new features, which is a really nice touch. But for me, it's not as varied to keep me entertained, and not focused enough for me to get really good at it and spend a lot of time playing it. This game obviously draws a lot of inspiration from games like Grand Theft Auto 5, and it definitely takes the open world where you're able to do whatever you want and applies that gameplay style into Roblox, which is really cool. And I appreciate the fact that because this game is probably aimed at a younger demographic than what Grand Theft Auto is, it removes a lot of the over-the-top violence, inappropriate themes and stories, and just keeps the core drive around, shoot at each other, and do whatever you want in gameplay, which is probably a lot cleaner of a game for kids to play, and that's really cool. And parents probably won't get upset at their kids for playing this version of the game. But as someone who is old enough to play games like Grand Theft Auto, I'd probably just play that over actually playing Jailbreak, because Jailbreak to me is kind of the same thing over and over again. The portability of being on Roblox though, and on the different consoles, is pretty cool too. And since Roblox is free, it makes it more accessible to many different people. The fact that you can just pick up this game and play it on your cell phone, on your computer, on your Xbox, and maybe one day, if it ever comes out on Nintendo Switch, that would be really cool too. Nintendo, please make it happen. Mario, come on, just let Roblox be on there. It's actually Mario's decision if you didn't know. He's a real person. It is interesting that the police are played by other characters, which is kind of a unique twist on the cops and robbers type of game, which is cool to see played out on Roblox. Playing as a police officer definitely adds new features, which is really nice for replayability, especially when the police car actually decides to load, whenever that may be. I just like to drive around in an invisible car for a while, just like everyone else. I also appreciate my license plate. I'm just saying it's pretty solid. But for beginner players who are not able to break out of prison easily, or they don't really know what they're doing, it's way easier to get into the game and to explore and figure out what you're doing by being a police officer, because you're not in prison and you get a gun, handcuffs, and a taser right away, and you can make money pretty quickly by arresting those breaking out, but you do get penalized for arresting innocent people, so it kind of encourages you to play by the rules. The only type of people I feel like break this game type are the people who play as police officers and team up with prisoners, which is very common, and it makes the game unfair for people who don't have friends who are the police officers, and it also kind of breaks the whole point of the game. Like, what's the point of doing everything if you're just gonna get it all for free? You might as well just spend money and get all the stuff. There's no point in flexing your cool car if you cheated your way to getting it. It doesn't make you look any cooler. But either way, I gotta give them props for developing this game, adding new content enough where players keep coming back, doing special events, and all of that stuff has fostered this huge community around it. And the fact that the games allow for so many players really help too. The world's unique enough, there's different little sub-cities within the big city, and you kind of can let your imagination run free. There's definitely a lot of room to do different things. I just wish there was a little bit more. Either I wish that there was more strict rules on the prison, or there was more things to do when you got out of prison, but either way, this is a great sandbox game on Roblox. And I really can see why this game has gotten to be so big and successful. But at the same time, it still isn't my favorite game on Roblox. If you like it, I totally see how you would spend tons of hours on the game. But I also think that there's a lot of players who this game might not resonate with as much as other games on Roblox that I'd rather spend my time on. Still, whether I like this game or not personally, I can't help but to give this game a great review, because this game is perfect for the type of people that like this game. So Jailbreak is earning an 8 out of 10. But that's it for today. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, hit the like button down below and leave a comment on what Roblox game you would like us to review next. We had a lot of fun checking out this game, and I think we gave this one a pretty fair review, and we hope to give more fair reviews to other games on Roblox. If you're new, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell, because you don't want to miss our future uploads. And consider checking out our other videos just like this one that are on your screen. We'll see you all next time with a brand new upload.